My name's Soma Yukihira, and well, to be honest, it's an honor to attend this school, as a stepping stone in my career. Now sure, my transfer was kind of unexpected, but I still don't plan on losing to a bunch of wannabes who've never stood in front of a customer before. I mean, come on, am I right? Anyway, since I'm here and everything, I might as well take the top spot.
Thank you for the food.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
この世のすべての食材に感謝を込めていただきます。
Yo, what's going on, guys? A&M Anime here. It's your boy Alex. Today, you see me in a nice Soma fit. Did a little Soma cosplay for you guys today. So, keeping in the spirit of food, we're gonna talk about Soma today. And I believe that's the first time we ever talked about Soma on this channel. So, first of everything, yes, I do enjoy Food Wars.
Move this man!
Shokugeki no Soma for Japan, but it did end on a little sour note. The last couple arcs were a little iffy, but overall, like, I like to cook. I enjoy food, so as a cooking anime, I enjoyed it for what it was. Like, the fan service is whatever, but it is what it is there. But we're not going to be talking about the show as a whole today. We're just going to be talking about Yukihira Soma. Now, before we even get into it, don't forget, leave a like, leave a comment down below. Let me know who your favorite character is. Let me know how you feel about Food Wars as a whole. I know the blue arc was disappointing. Don't even say it. And hit that bell for all notifications, guys. Please, for sure. We're almost there. 50 more to go. Get us to 1,000. Now, Yukihira Soma. Soma is one of those main characters who, once again, when I mentioned about my last main character was Hinata, he's the reverse of that, right? Because Soma starts out as kind of a genius when it comes to cooking. Like, Soma is perfectly trained by his father, who's a bigwig. He doesn't know. Like, he understands that his father is amazing at cooking, but at the beginning of the manga, he doesn't understand that his father is way bigger than he's letting on. But from age 5, Soma was already in the kitchen. Well, age 3, he started practicing cooking, but they let him in the kitchen by age 5, where they let him handle a fish. And then by age 6, he's already in a diner participating. So, growing up in a diner, Yukihira diner, always participating, always being a server, growing up to being a cook, he's been around that his entire life. So when we start the manga, he's one of those protagonists somewhere like Luffy, somebody like Goku, somebody like Yuji, who's already good at what they not Yuji per se. Yuji had good physical ability, but he wasn't good at curse ability. So, but you get what I'm trying to say. Soma already had great ability right off the bat. So when he gets to Totsuki and he gives his little big speech about, oh, you guys don't understand. I'm not paying you guys any mind because you guys don't have real world experience. He kind of just looked down on everybody because in his mind, it's like, yo, I've been working at this diner since I was a child, since I was a toddler. You guys are beneath me. I'm fine. And for a while, that mindset kind of paid off. Like, I want to say, like, his first introduction to Arena, who's a heroine of the story, he pretty much made her dish that right off the bat. She should have said, yo, this was good, but she lied about it. Even at the end of the manga, she doesn't say it to him, which pissed off a lot of fans. But, like, right off the bat, he's an amazing cook. Great at what he does. He doesn't have a goal, which is, I kind of like it when a shonen doesn't stick to that. Oh, I need a ladder, I need a goal. His goal, I guess you could say his goal was to be a better chef than his father, but it's not something he like screams from the rooftops every other chapter. So it's something that you don't really pay attention to too much. So I guess he does have a goal, but it's not something that gets in the way of the story or you can get bothered by it. So as the story progresses, he does, I think, and this is one of my favorite things about the show, Soma, his win-loss record is admirable. Like, it's not something that you too bothered by. Like, he's not winning these Shokugekis to the point where you're like, okay, dude, you need to lose. And he's not losing too much where it's like, okay, guy, you're the main character. What's going on? Like, he has just enough of those losses that affect him at that. Like, it's not just the, all right, I lost. These losses, like, his first big loss was when he teamed up with Megumi. And they were going to get kicked out if they lost, which obviously they did. But he slams his fist against the wall at that point out of anger, because to him, to Megumi, she just wanted to survive. Like, she just wanted to stay at the school. But to Soma, like, he literally really wanted to beat this guy. So when he lost, that gave him another, like, oh snap, I gotta get better. I'm not as good as I thought. Another moment for that is when they're doing a camp and they're all making the dishes for the crowd. And Soma makes like these omelets, diner style, but he failed to realize that after a while, like, they would lose their luster, their presentation. So that's another roadblock in the wall where he has to rethink. He has like 2 hours left to do everything all over again. He has to be flashy. He has to use his training from being in the diner. Once again, the diner will always come up in his character because that's where he's raised, and it's something that sticks around throughout the entire story. We even go back to the diner a few times, but I think it's those moments to where you get a sense of, all right, he's balanced. It was a good balance of, I'm great, but I got more to learn. And I think another thing that shows that off is his ability to, I want to say, kind of copycat others' specialties. Like, he copycats Ryu's seafood, he copycats Akira's spices, but he puts his Yukihira spin on it to where it made sense for him to be able to, like, he learns through his losses. And I think that's what makes Soma a compelling character, because not only will he learn from that loss, he'll take what he lost too and use it in his next dishes. So when he lost to Akira, he was like, okay, I understand what his dish did better than mine. So he went back to the drawing board and started learning more and more about spices. So when they had that next match, he had it in the bag because his spice game leveled up to Akira's level, or you can even say higher. So I think that mixed in with, of course, the comedy. Like, Soma's a pretty funny character, and I think his gag of making weird dishes, even though he's a damn good cook, his gag to make like the squid peanut butter, the squid chocolate, just it's something he learned from his father, clearly. Like, we saw that. That's just a funny thing to throw in there on top of all the serious cooking, so I do enjoy that a lot. Design-wise, pretty simple, although I will say, I did enjoy his one-shot design more. The black hair, that would have been cool, and I wouldn't have had to, if that would have stuck around, I wouldn't have had to dye my hair pink, but it is what it is there. So, I think, overall, like, keeping it short and sweet for sure. He's a basic character. I don't think anybody would say that Yukihira Soma was someone deep, so to say, but I don't think he's a character that you can really dislike, so to speak. Like, he goes through his ups and downs. He has his developments. Like, he's not a goody two-shoes. He's not a crybaby at the same time. He's cocky, but that kind of gets knocked down immediately upon the few Shokugekis. I will say he's extremely reckless, because as I flash back more in the story in my head, a lot of his Shokugekis always came with really, really bad consequences. Like, I think like 2 or 3 of them straight out was just, okay, you're getting expelled. I think one of the big ones was, you will never be able to cook again. So he's a reckless cook and cocky in his abilities for sure, which can be his downfall, so to speak, sometimes. But overall, I think the upbeat attitude, I think his ability to uplift all the other cooks around him. For example, Polo Star Academy were pretty much the bottom of the barrel, and once we hit the end of the manga, Megumi's an Elite 10, Soma made it to the first seed off his first year, which was an incredible feat. That's really the noteworthy from the dorm, but all in all, he did encourage them a lot, for sure, to step up. I think after that, Polestar definitely got a name for himself. So overall, Yukihira Soma, I'll probably put him in like my top 10. I'm a little biased because food, of course, but all in all, for sure, good character, good show. Check out Food Wars if you haven't. But I will say, do not watch it if you live with your parents, if you live with a significant other that doesn't watch anime, because it could get a little spicy. But thank you guys. That's what I got. Once again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell for all the notifications. We are back once again. Tuesdays and Thursdays will be the days for uploads. Yes, I'm picking days now, finally. But I think I'm gonna drop this tomorrow actually. So I lied. We don't have a schedule. You know how it goes around here. But thank you guys. Peace.